following contest is in the Cage Thunder Amateur Welterweight Division, and it is brought to you by Ungadev, your digital partner. Introducing first, making his way down the aisle into the blue corner, please welcome Kam McDonald.
Yeah, we learned a lot of things from that first fight very quickly, that when you're looking at the independent fighters that are making their debut, there's always two sides of a coin. It almost seems 50-50. It's either you were fully prepared or you weren't prepared at all. And I think that was pretty clear to see in that first amateur heavyweight. Going on to this one though, we got Kam McDonald out of Stowe, Ohio. Looks like he's gonna be the same age as his opponent, and it looks like the only difference that we're really noticing here is he's independent, and Sharpe's going to be fighting out of Apex.
Yeah, I mean, McDonald looks like a relatively tall fighter. Again, making his debut, don't really know a lot about him, and that's what I love about debut fighters. You know, it's once the cage door shuts, is that fight or flight going to kick in? You know, is you're going to be able to flip the switch? Is that dog going to be able to come out of you? You know, you want to be a fighter. Well, let's see what you got. He's going up against a very game opponent with Doryan Sharpe.
I mean, every UFC champion, every Pride FC champion, every you name it champion, Cage Thunder champion had their debut fight.
Yeah.
And we never know what we're going to get here.
Yeah, it's hard for us to commentate and kind of guess, you know, what these fighters and how they're going to come out for the first time when they themselves don't even know that about themselves yet. How they're going to react in an environment like this. Like you said, when it truly is no other feeling. When that cage door closes, you do learn a lot about yourself. And we're about to see that with Kam McDonald here, and it's going to be a very exciting fight with both guys being virtually identical in terms of tail of the tape.
Something I've noticed a lot over my years of commentating with the debut fighters is the confidence that you can kind of see on an eyeball test and in the cage. The confident guy almost usually ends up being the winner. I don't have a percentage or a statistic on that, but I mean, would you guys kind of agree with that? It usually seems like the guy that looks a lot more confident ends up winning. I don't see too many of them get humbled. Not that it doesn't happen and I haven't called it, but confidence has always been a big thing I've noticed.
Yeah, no, I agree to a certain level, right?
Right.
I mean, you can look confident and still suck as a fighter.
Yeah. Proof the bed, no doubt.
This is what I love about debut fighters. This is what I love about amateur mixed martial arts, you know, is, you know, you look at UFC and you go, man, this guy, you know, these fighters, you know, they had a ton of fights. They got to where they're at on a professional level, at the highest level, and you know what to expect. You don't know what to expect out of these guys. You know, we're getting ready to see potential new blood. Who's going to make it to the UFC next? When Stipe Miocic made his debut, I don't think anybody at that moment thought, oh yeah, that guy's going to be the next UFC heavyweight champion.
And what's so exciting is the sport's so popular now. Debuts are so different. There wasn't the lights, the camera, the 1,000 people in the venue 10 years ago when you made your debut.
His way down the aisle into the red corner, please welcome Doryan Sharpe.
You know, you used to make your debut in a hole in the wall in front of 75 people. Now these guys are walking down with 3 different cameras in their face, you know, arms reach of fans. It's so much different. It's gotta be a different level.
And maybe that's what you're alluding to, Alex, in terms of the guys that, despite all of that, can still be confident and composed and walk out and act like they've been here before, even though they haven't. You know, that can go a long way, especially at the start of somebody's career.
So I don't know, Alex. When I made my debut almost 20 years ago in this very building, we were sold out too.
Hey, it's because it's Chaparral's. Chaparral's is different. I mean, Cody Garbrandt just got a win 2 weeks ago. Fought here at Chaparral's. It's historic in that way. Doryan Sharpe, not only is it his debut, but it's his birthday. He's turning 19 today, or he is 19 today, which is the only reason why he is the same age as his opponents, because he had his birthday today. So I kind of got to talk to him a little bit. He said he's been watching UFC for a little bit. He wanted to train, didn't start training until he was out of high school. And very quickly he said, you know what, I'm ready to make my debut. He's only been training since about December, I believe. So it's a pretty quick time to make a debut. Then again, I think it's a fair fight versus an independent in your debut. I don't think it's, that short time being in a gym is probably going to give him a clear edge here.
And we don't know, and maybe you do, but we don't know if he wrestled in high school or if he started wrestling at a young age or if he has any type of combative experience in sport as he grew up too. And that usually makes a big difference with debut fighters.
The following contest is in the Cage Thunder Amateur Welterweight Division, and it is brought to you by Ungadev, your digital partner. Introducing first in the blue corner, he fights out of Stowe, Ohio. He weighed in at 169 pounds. He is an independent fighter making his mixed martial arts debut. Please welcome Kam McDonald. His opponent in the right corner, he fights out of Akron, Ohio. He weighed in at 169 pounds. He represents Apex Fight Systems. He is making his mixed martial arts debut. Please welcome Doryan Sharpe. This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. And when the action begins, your referee is Mr. Chad Truckovich.
Chad Truckovich, your referee. Kam McDonald in the blue. Doryan Sharpe in the red.
Sharpe representing Apex Fight Systems, so we know he's in shape. That is one thing that Brian Clark is notorious about, is keeping his fighters in great condition right now.
Yeah, both guys look like they're in solid shape. The lead left to start from Sharpe.
Yeah, he's got his hands down. He got caught.
Good little throw, good right hand. Wild exchanges to start this one.
Yeah, McDonald coming out super aggressive, real hyper-aggressive, pressuring Sharpe into the cage.
Just barely had it. Big shots, though, to the side of the head. Landed by Doryan Sharpe.
Yeah, this is where the adrenaline dump will start to ooh, good right hand by Sharpe. But this is where that adrenaline dump is going to take place, right? This is where you need to start managing and controlling that adrenaline dump, because this is, you weather that first 45 seconds.
Oh, good body kick landed by Doryan Sharpe.
Yep, you're starting to see Sharpe now a little more calculated after the wild start. Let's see if he can compose himself, like you were alluding to, Norman, and kind of root himself into this fight, slow the pace down a little bit so he can take control.
Kam McDonald did have control of the clinch. Now Doryan's going to give him a piece.
Solid left hand.
Sharpe is constantly hunting down Cameron.
Yeah, McDonald is visually tired. He's backing up. He's not aggressive anymore. This is where he's starting to redline right now. He's flat-footed. There we go. A little bit more. A little pressure.
Yeah, kind of reaching on the right hand. He's able to find the target, but not a lot on it, as it was the end of the shot.
Watch for McDonald's mouth to drop open. It's going to be a sign of labored breathing. A sign of him redlining, and that, good knee to the midsection. That's not going to help McDonald's cardio in this case.
Yeah, a lot of good body work here from Sharpe. Kicks, knees, punches now too. And you're seeing the hands drop from McDonald.
Big shots landing by Doryan Sharpe. McDonald looks to get away. It seems almost every time McDonald tries to take advantage of a situation that maybe he does have a shot, Sharpe quickly is able to recover and make it his situation.
I'd like to see Sharpe try to maybe load up on the left hand. You're seeing that right hand really low and tight to the ribs. He does not want to take
Big right landed!
There's the left hand I was calling for. Oh, and another knee to the body. Oh, right hand over the top.
Oh, it is the beginning of the end. Can Doryan lay it on? Can the birthday boy get it done in his debut fight? And he does!
Good fight for Doryan Sharpe.
Happy birthday, Mr. Sharpe. looking sharp
Woo!
with the hands, with the knees, put it all together and got him out of there inside a round.
And he had that fight wherever he wanted. Wherever Cameron tried to take it to, Doryan took control of the situation. Let's watch it back here. Big right hand landed, follows up, and then just the beginning of the end. Great call by Chad Trukovich. And Doryan moves to 1-0 in his career for Apex Fight Systems.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Chad Trukovich calls a stop to the action at 2 minutes and 42 seconds of the first round, declaring your winner by TKO, Doryan Sharpe!
Good respect shown by both gentlemen.
Standing by with the victorious Doryan Sharpe, coming out here with a successful MMA debut. Congratulations, sir. Taking care of business, TKO in the first round. Was that your game plan coming into this straight and under Apex?
In the game plan, my coach wanted me to throw the 2 down the pipe, and we finally got that 2 to land. It stunned him. I don't know what else stunned him to get him on the cage, but hey, the game plan was just to be dominant.
And dominant you were. Congratulations on the victory here tonight in your MMA debut. And might I say, that makes for one hell of a birthday present. A little birdie told me that today is Doryan's birthday. So we have a tradition here at Cage Thunder. Please join me in wishing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.